Hello, Andy Hobo Traveler, take 4 I think. Having a lot of problems with videos today. Today I want to show my sound level meter by Radio Shack. I want to show how I choose a room according to the sound in the room. The amount of noise, the amount of volume, the amount of racket, whatever in a hotel is very important. This is the Radio Shack. Right now, if you can see it, it reads about 73. Probably the closer I have my mouth to it, the louder it is. I'm going to walk around the hotel and show you different levels of volume and give you some ideas on how I choose a room. I'll pick up the phone, the camera right now. Right over here is there's a well, and it's pumping water. Well, I guess they turned off the music. Up there's a speaker. They've turned it down right now, but here's the television. Each thing has a different level of volume. See if I can get up close to it. Right next to it, I'm going up to 72, 73. I'm going to walk over to my room and show you the bigger problem. You know, you can kind of choose your sound level when you're outside. You can choose to leave a bar, you can choose to walk to a different place, but in your room is where the noise is all the time. This is my room. I've just walked past the clothesline. I have an air conditioner right behind the bed. I have a television at the foot of the bed. Then I have a window. I open this up so you have more light for the video, but I hang my hammock up in front of the window to both block the noise and the light out. I put this right up next to the air conditioner. I want you to see that when this thing is right next to the air conditioner, we're going up to almost 100 decibels. Okay, I have to adjust this as I go away so that I as I move away from the, gotta adjust this thing. It's kind of got a mechanism you have to, we'll let it reinitiate while I do it. Okay, in a room, that air conditioner is about 100 decibels. The decibel level from next to the air conditioner to about here is about 70 to 100 according to the ambient noise in the home. There's always a background noise in the world. If you go into a jungle, it will be very quiet and it would be nice. You have the color TV and the air conditioner. When I walk in a room, I choose the room according to different factors. When I walked in this room, I instantly became a little worried because of the air conditioner. I then went and turned it on, and it had a low and a high volume. Like, low volume is quite lower. So I checked it out. Was the air conditioning functioning at a quiet level? See if I can get this thing to work again. Okay, we're down to 66, whatever, 64. When I get up next to the air conditioner, it'll fly up back past 80. Okay. This is a big deal. When you're in a room, what you want to do is have it quiet enough to live in. I have a restaurant over here that could, at night, if it was the wrong restaurant, turn into a very noisy place. I never paid for a week until I knew that this restaurant was going to be quiet. That's a touch and go issue because it could be quiet for 2 weeks and have one night where it's full. This is a parking lot. When I rented the room, condition when you rent the room is maybe different than it is at night. Maybe at night they have 1,000 people out here, taxi drivers, whatever. This is a very quiet one, never gets very noisy. My room is close to the restaurant, so it could be quite noisy at night, but this is a quiet restaurant, so I'm okay. The hotel owner has respect for his clients, and they will turn down the volume of the stereo if you request it while you're sitting in the restaurant. I'm going to walk out here by the road and explain road noise. Generally, everything has to do with road noise, okay? The biggest noise maker is the road, so if you're sitting here at in the Philippines, or almost any country, the closer you are to the major highway, the bigger the problem. I'm going to wait for this bus to go by and see what it goes up to. At 80, 90. Maybe it would have went up past 90 if I would have had it above the 90 scale. This is Andy Hobo Traveler trying to explain the different levels of volume and things. Yeah, it went up to 93. Your first and major concern is the road. Your second is the air conditioners. If you're crazy enough to live in a bar, like the Flophouse hostels in Europe, then that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of noise. It's all the, what you're comfortable with. I'm from Indiana. I live in a city of 400 people. I'm not used to a lot of noise. I never grew up with a lot of noise. It's from my age 0 to age 18 where I learned to be who I am. So I try to recondition myself or look for my traveler's nest that is about that level. This room right here, room number 12, would probably be the quiet room. I'm making an option to live in the room closer to the restaurant because it has a high-speed internet cable in the room. But what you're doing is you're just like a soldier on reconnoiter, or what do you call it, where you're choosing a place. You have to choose a place that is good for you. I'll put this back down. Who knows if this thing's focused on me? Well, Andy Hobo Traveler in the Philippines. This is a Radio Shack sound level meter. You don't need it. You need your ears and listening and some common sense. But if you want to play, it's about $85, and I hope the smartphones in the future all have this so that people can, just learn. The background noise in some countries is so high that it can be annoying and you don't even know it's noisy. Have a good day. Andy Hobo Traveler.